Alright, striker masterclass. Teaching the striker exactly what we need. Very important position. So please, let's learn together and do it properly. Starting with the goal kick. So the first rule of thumb is wherever the ball is, get in a straight line, more or less. Okay, so for example, it's gone to this defender, a straight line would be here. Because we want you to be the straight option in the diamonds. Okay, whenever someone has the ball, we're looking to have a left, right, and middle option. You, striker, are always the middle option in this 77 case scenario. Okay, so it could be the ball is here, perfect. You're in the middle because you don't really know which way it's going to go. If it goes to the right, okay, can you now move here to receive here? Okay. The one thing to consider, let's say it goes to this defender. Let's say, obviously, a straight line would be exactly here. But let's say they're blocking. Okay. Then, obviously, in this situation, rather than staying blocked, you can veer off a little bit left or right to receive a more of a diagonal straight option. Okay, so it's not... you must be straight at all times. It's just the idea of if the ball is here, I don't want you over here. That will make me very annoyed. Okay, so wherever the ball is, try to be a forward straight option. And that also means the winger gets it. Can you make a run down the line to receive a straight option? So then you can receive and drive or get a 1-2 and etc. So that is a general rule of thumb. Wherever the ball is, I don't want you on the opposite side a million miles away. I want you actively sprinting in a direction to be in line. So the ball might go from here to the midfielder. Perfect, you're providing a central option. No problem. As the ball goes here, your run is to get into a more or less straightforward option. And you're probably going to receive on the run. So as you're receiving to be a straight option, the ball's coming and you're receiving a through ball as the straightforward option. Okay, so that's just that's like the golden rule for you at the moment. If you just kind of understand that rule, most things will work out. But let's get a bit more detailed and go through step-by-step plays. Okay, so it goes left. Okay, from here, hold your run. Don't go if he's not even ready to pass the ball. So just hold your positioning. As this guy gets it under control and looks forward, okay, and is ready to pass, bang, make that option. Okay, then come to receive. Otherwise, what's going to happen is, on the travel of the ball, this guy is still controlling the ball and you're here waiting. By that time the defenders are holding your hand. Now he's ready, now he passes to you. Now these guys get it. So think about, I want you making runs to be the forward option. I don't want you standing having a picnic there. So it's all about timing of your run as a striker. So same goes. It goes here to the left side, no problem. He controls and looks up. Sprint to be an option to receive at your feet. Okay, awesome. If it does go to you, don't wait for it because he might sneak in behind. Try to meet the ball, okay, and then from here, players are going to be coming from behind tackling you. I don't want you turning trying to beat these players. No bueno, makes me angry, okay. Rather, can we be a team? And can you look to flick the ball on for your midfielder so then he has free range to dribble? But also we know if striker or midfielder has the ball, what are the wingers doing? If the striker has it or the midfielder, these wingers are running forward. So from here, the midfielder can drive or play balls in for the wingers to run into. Okay. But striker, once you do lay it off to the midfielder, you then have to spin and make forward runs. Can you get it through? Do you point and make a run this way? Or is it more the fact that you're just getting into the box because you know the wing is about to get it, and then you're there already prepared for the tap-in goal? Easy as that, before these defenders even realize what's happening. Because we're going to be one step ahead of the game, because we are learning the video, we're learning the tactics, and we're learning what to do at what moment together. Okay. As the ball comes from the defender to you and you meet it, yes, the midfielder is a great option. It's the easiest option. It's the easiest pass. It's also central to the pitch, so then I can go left or right as a midfielder. But of course, you can also take a touch, or you can flick it first time to this defender, or take a touch and spin and whip it all the way here. Options are there. But as it comes to you, find your teammate rather than trying to turn and beat the world. Get your teammates involved. Okay. As the ball goes forward, we also know the defenders are going to come support as well. We don't want to go back to them, but we don't want to lose it. So first priority is, can we go forward and attack? Then our second priority is, let's not lose it. So if we have to go backwards, that's fine. Okay, no problem. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's rewind. Let's say defender has the ball. Okay. And let's say the winger receives the ball. So defender getting the ball, he looks up, you make your run here, but you don't get it for whatever reason. It might be blocked. At that situation, your winger might be getting the ball. Okay. If your winger receives the ball, there's two options that they might be looking for that you have to be aware of. The more likely option is that first time that winger is going to give it straight to the midfielder, and the midfielder is going to look straight to you. So be prepared for that. Okay. Sometimes, and you have to read it, is it like as it goes to the winger, you have to look at his body language and try to read his brain. Is he trying to look forward and play down the line? If he is looking to play down the line, be prepared to point and say, yes, I am on if you want to play this ball down the line. And then you dribble down the line, he will become the striker, you can put crosses into the other winger, and etc. Okay. But what's most likely going to happen, and what you have to be there for, is that if the defender does not play to you, okay, so he does not play to you, he plays to the winger instead, you then have to be prepared for it's the ball's gonna be likely coming to the midfielder and to you. Okay. Just know we're trying to find you pretty much at all times. It's like, how can we get it to the striker? We might have to go a detour to get it to you, but we cannot have you ball watching, daydreaming. We need you at all times actively going, how can I help the person on the ball? Give it to me. We want you to have the ball. So if the winger has it, you might be pointing down the line to get this pass, but in the back of your mind, you know pretty much he's going to just give it straight to the midfielder. So don't get dragged out and then not be an option for the midfielder. Just know it's going to go defender, midfielder, and then can you get on the ball here? Remember, when you are receiving, you're going to have a lot of defenders on you. So turning, beating the world is unlikely. It's not going to work. Can you control and protect it? And we know if you have it, wingers are going to be running forward, so you can play with them. But also midfielders are going to be running forward. Can you slip it to them so they can dribble forward and get the other players on the goal? Okay. Super important. Another scenario. So we spoke about if defender gives it straight to you, what to do. We've spoken about if the winger gets the ball, what to do. Now we got to think about if the midfielder gets the ball, what should we do? Okay. So the ball might go to the defender. The defender can't play to you because you're blocked. Okay. He can't go to the winger just because he doesn't want to, and he can't for whatever reason. So the midfielder might get the ball. In this situation, try to find the gap. Once again, the forward option. Okay, it might mean you're straight ahead, sure, but if he's blocked and getting pressed, it likely means you need to open up left or right, either side. Okay, might be open up this way or this way. So then we want to get a 1-2 with this midfielder. If the midfielder ever plays to you, he's always going to be running on the opposite side of you. So he's not going to play to you and run to you. He's going to be playing to you and running to the opposite side to receive that 1-2. So then whichever defender is pressing the midfielder, he's going to play to you and run around to receive. Okay. Same goes. If you open up on the opposite side, he may play to you and run to the opposite side for the 1-2, which is a really good option. It's easy to do it. Okay. Obviously, we know if the midfielder has it, wingers are running forward. So you may find that you get the ball and you might have space to see that winger and play to that winger. No problem. Okay. If you need to turn to look, probably a bad option. If you're receiving and you can see and you can control and quickly play, awesome. But if you don't know where your winger is and you're thinking, okay, I don't know where my winger is, I'm going to control this ball, turn, face both of these defenders to find my winger, you're going to lose the ball. So instead, okay, protect the ball. So for example, what's going to happen is midfielder gets it. You're not going to hide, are you? Because that would be very annoying. Don't hide behind the opposition player. Open up to find a gap. Once you've received, protect it. You might get pressed by this guy too. And just know your midfielder is running forward on the opposite side to lay off. That's a great option. Okay. You might be able to flick around the corner to your other winger. That's harder. But if you can do it and it's on, sure. Once you do lay it off, don't stand where you are. Make runs to receive again. And more likely make runs to receive in the box, because the wingers are going to be putting crosses towards you to score. Happy with that? Makes sense? That is playing, that's attacking. Quick defensive roll. Winger, striker. Our two defenders are marking their striker. Our wingers are defending their wingers. And our midfielder is defending their midfielder. And your job, Mr. Striker, is to defend both defenders. You have a hard job, but not really. We just need one effort of maximum effort, and then the rest of your defending job is super easy, so there's no complaining. All you have to do is, if it plays short, you press super hard and fast and try to force them out wide. Don't let them dribble past you. You must chase. If a defender has it, you're chasing him the whole entire way. Even if he dribbles the whole entire pitch, you're dribbling. You're chasing that player. This is your player. Your player, don't let him get past you. If he does get past you, fix your mistake. So I don't want to see you try to press, you get beat, and then you slow down and go, oh well. No, that's your player still. So if he has the ball, you take that ball off him. Ideally, what will happen, you'll press, you'll force him out wide, and you force him to make a rushed pass, which will hopefully go to our winger or one of our players, and we win the ball. No problem. Something to also be careful of is from, let's say it's goal kick, just check your shoulder and make sure, like if the midfield is here, just shuffle a little bit to your right and just get in the way so they can't just clearly find the midfielder or the striker. Like, don't stand here, just let them play through the striker. Remember, when defending, we need to stop the long pass and be ready. So stop any of these long passes by blocking, but at the same time being close enough and ready to, if it does go short, you can press and tackle those players in front of you. So block the passes behind you and be ready to press the passes in front of you. Okay, so as it goes left or right, be ready to press. Okay, if you press straight on, they will pass around you, and then he dribbles past you easily. That sucks for you because I expect you to now chase this guy. So if you work smarter, you don't need to work so hard. Okay, so to do that smartly, if that's even a word, if it goes one way, think about pressing not front on, press from one side. And from one side, in a way, we're forcing them away from their goalkeeper and the other defender, and hopefully even their midfielder, potentially. So we want to kind of make it hard for them to switch this ball. They might twist and turn and do it. They might get around, but that just means you have to work double hard to get there. No problem. It sometimes will happen. But you can make it happen less with your approach. So come from the inside shoulder. So from here, it's hard for him to go this way. It's easier for him to go out here. And that's good for us. But don't let him have this space to suddenly go forward and find a good pass. You must follow and chase this player and tackle this player until he no longer has the ball. And once he no longer has the ball and it's up here, your job defensively is easy. There's not much for you to do besides hang out and be ready to receive from a counter-attack. Meaning, the ball's up this end, they're trying to score, the whole team's pretty much getting back to defend, and you're really not needed to come back. You don't really need to. But you are on your front foot ready. Any ball that's won and quickly cleared forward, if you don't get there first and these guys get there first, that's a problem. That means you're half asleep in La La Land, watching. I hate that. So you're light on your feet, you're ready, you're reading the game, you're going, okay, this guy's got it here. If he's about to win it, where can I demand the ball? Okay, it bounces over here, it plays over here, okay. You're always analysing, thinking, if my teammate is about to win the ball, how can I demand it? But also, you're also reading, hey look, their winger's got the ball. Am I just going to let him play back and make it easy for him? No. I am understanding that these defenders are my players to defend. So, if the ball looks like it's about to go here, make sure you are there ready to press on his first touch. And remember, force them one way. So if it comes from this way, don't let them switch out to this way, because look how much space there is and look how far you have to run. So as it comes, make them go back this way. So let's say they switch, they want to reset back here. Get here, block the passes to their goalkeeper and other defender, and get nice and close and force them to go out here, back here. Just force them into danger. Okay, force them under pressure. Okay, because if they don't want to go down their side and they're trying to switch and reset, we don't want to let them do that. We want to put them back in the position where they don't want to be. So, even though the ball is far away from you, there's a lot for you to think about. One, if your teammate gets it, where can you quickly sprint, point, demand the ball? Two, does it look like they're trying to reset the game? Does it look like they're trying to pass to your two defenders that you should be defending? If so, read the body language. Be in a position kind of between both of them. So then if you're on one of them and they pass the other, you're going to be too far away. But if you stand kind of in between both of them, you'll be in a position to be kind of close enough to, even if it goes to one of them, you can press them and try to force them one way. And try to not let them switch back. It's hard, but it's an option and it's possible. That's pretty much it. Awesome. Any questions, let me know.